ODI wickets was Javagal Srinath. Arjuna awardee in 1997 is Javagal Srinath. India as a country, we have always been very obsessed about spinners. In the era of finding spinners like Bishan Singh Bedi, Prasanna, we could have only got one Kapil Dev. After Kapil Dev, we struggled to find another seamer. And the baton was very strongly passed to a gentleman who further got some more good pacers to us, like Zahir Khan and other people. We will go to the whole story. But then, it was Javagal Srinath in 1990s when we were struggling. We were not a team as we are today. We struggled, we came back. He featured in 4 World Cups, 92, 96, 99, 2003. The finalist in 2003 as well. But that doesn't end. He is a person who is born in August, and person who is born in August, 31st of August, next week is his birthday, 2 weeks from now. So a person who is born in August cannot sit idle, and he did not. After his cricketing career, he has today officiated as the match referee of ICC in 522 matches. Salute to you, sir. Incredible. And there was one thing which was missing from the entire gamut of things he has done. He did not, and he did want to miss that. He became the secretary of KSCA, Karnataka State Cricket Association. And you have to tell me if I missed anything else. He has done so many things. Now let's hear from Javagal Srinath himself.
Do you want me to stand up or?
No. We'll do it like this. I want to understand, and everyone here wants to know. The Zahir Khan, as one of the best of the country, was actually discovered by Javagal Srinath. Can you please brief on this?
Zahir, I saw him in one of the games in Bangalore, and he was so impressive. He got 6 wickets. I was playing for Air India. He was playing for MRF Pace Foundation. He got 6 wickets against us. He won the match. And I had bowled enough. This was, I'm talking about 2000, I think. We had back-to-back series against Zimbabwe as well as South Africa, I think. I was a little tired, and I called up our selector, Chandu Borde, and then said, sir, I have seen this boy who is extremely good. His name is Zahir Khan, and he's bowling really well. You should pick him. Then immediately Chandu Borde with his caustic sense of humor, फिर तुम्हारा क्या होगा? And I बोला, sir, I mean, if he's good, he will replace me, as simple as that. You should look into him. And good that Bengali saw him as well, and then he was picked from there on. One thing, Dal, was that, we need to support your own, people from your own faculties. I mean, that's more important. I always felt that fast bowling is about, a group of fast bowlers together. I think that is conservation of energy, and you'll be able to build a good team. But if you're all alone by yourself, then you'll just bowl 16, 17 overs, you will become ineffective. So if you have good 3 to 4 good, fast bowlers, your team is always effective, and, the striking ability is far better.
And injury has always been one of the factors with the fast bowlers.
Well, injury is, yes. I mean, it depends on the kind of body that you have, how much you bowl. Sometimes we bowl less. I think, in my opinion, the more you bowl, the better is your body muscles improve upon, and that's the reason I always advocated Zahir and Ashish. I sent them to England as well to play some county cricket. You play for 6 months of good cricket, you end up bowling around 300, 400 overs. And the condition is so conducive for fast bowlers. It's not really that hot. And you build good muscles, and that will stop you from injuries. If you don't bowl enough, and then all of a sudden if you're bowling the third spell, that is around 3:30 in the afternoon, you end up pulling a muscle or probably tearing your ligament or hamstrings or whatever. So it's important that you play enough I mean, just enough, that which means good 1,000 to 1,600 overs a year. That will keep you in good stead.
So two important things we would all like to know. One was you come from a place called Mysore, played for Karnataka, played for a country for a bigger period of time. I want to know, and everyone in the hall would like to know about the journey of making it to the big.
See, India has never been a country where we had a proper professional sporting culture. We were just talking about it. So I've been typical, coming from a middle class background. It was all about education, professional courses. So either it is engineering or medicine. These are the two things that was, I'm talking about the 80s and 90s. So cricket was something you play. I mean, it's a hobby for all of us. And then, you start finding yourself some bearing, and then you start performing. And, I was happy-go-lucky. Unlike, probably Anil was different. Anil had focus, or was more focused, and said, I want to play for India. I was wondering, how can you even think? Because, we have to do our education. That was the top priority. This was just a hobby. How to make a profession of it? I was still unable to fathom the factor that, we can be professionals. The only job that we had was the banks used to hire us. Few industries used to hire us. And I looked into their habits. Once they get picked for the banks industries, they quit their sport because it was all about getting a job. Then afterwards, they were just, took it easy. I mean, that's not what we wanted. So therefore, doing engineering at the same time playing sport, initially I thought it would be quite challenging. But as I moved forward, now engineering, if I failed in few subjects, I blamed it on cricket. And if I didn't do well in cricket, I blamed it on engineering. So somehow or the other, I managed the two. A lot of uncertainties around us because there was no proper roadmap. I mean, you can come up to Ranji Trophy level, but beyond Ranji Trophy level, it was, we never had a proper plan as, okay, you get this many wickets or you score this many runs to be in part of it. There was a crucial match. In that particular match, what they call the selection match, if you get wickets, if you score runs, you're in the side. Unfortunately, I was in one of the Faridabad Irani Cup. I got a few wickets and I made it for India. But even for the first year, when I played for India, it was a flash in the pan. I said, all right, having played for Karnataka State, having played for South Zone, I also got a chance to play for India. But only after 2 years, you go through the rough and troughs of life in cricket, and then you get humiliated, you feel sad about the way you are treated in the side. And I mean, that's a good seasoning that happens on any individual. I think that's where you start believing in yourself and say, look, I need to make a career for the next 10 years. And these kind of ideas do come. And all these things, I basically say that we didn't have a sporting culture. I mean, if that was there, then there would be proper structure and then things would be better. This is another way of playing for India.
But more than that, I also want to understand what was the magic in Karnataka at one point of time when we had an opener from Karnataka, a batsman from Karnataka, a spinner from Karnataka, a couple of seamers from Karnataka?
Wasn't actually. We never had a gym. The concept of 1996, I don't know whether any one of you even thought of going to the gym. I'm sure a lot of you are going to the gym now. But now there are gyms everywhere. I think we as a country has evolved and we have the best of best. Look, I was in West Indies last month. I mean, the digitization, what this country has gone through is so frustrating. When you go sit there, you don't get anything unless you take the money out. And even the system or whatever it is. So, when you see that we have evolved quite a bit. And I think cricket especially is probably on top of it. We might lose few games, that's fine. I mean, having played IPL for 2 months, it takes a toll. Even though on a flat pitch, you are expected to hit 6 every ball, and Suryavanshi is trying to do that. Now he wants to replicate that back in Ireland, in Belfast, which is not possible. The pitches are different, the boundaries are quite big, so you can't do that. And we might lose few games, but the core of Indian cricket is very much intact. So I would say Virat, we need such players. Now we had Tendulkar for that many years. Now we have Virat for that many years. It is fair to compare between Sachin and Brian Lara, Virat and Joe Root. I think that's comparison is fair. But across eras, comparing might not be the best.
I will just take apart from this question. I think a lot has to do with the equipment as well. The bat, that era, the bat now is far different.
Yeah, bat is, but red ball, it really doesn't make a difference. Yeah, red ball. So when you judge a player, it is just not the white ball, it is the red ball cricket as well. Suryavanshi is a wonderful talent. I think he's still too young and all of it. And I hope he develops the maturity like Sachin and has that strong head on his shoulders like Virat and these guys. Fitness is very key now. I mean, without fitness, I don't think the fitness that what we possessed then will work now.